Welcome. I'm Dr. Michelin Vargas. I'm here with my Revive Tribe. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to talk a little bit today about exercise, the brain, and your business. So I teach a whole entire college course on how exercise changes the brain, and it reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, reduces depression symptoms. It is a very, very powerful tool. It's an adjunct therapy to help with the treatments, to support the treatments of mood disorders. It's crazy beneficial. So just a couple reasons why. So I just kind of want to talk a little bit about why it helps. So we know that exercise, and it doesn't have to be running marathons. I mean, just getting out and walking. If you exercise, the recommendations are to get at least 150 minutes a week, and that's about 30 minutes a day. So if you go out and you walk about 30 minutes a day, doesn't have to all be at the same time. That's the beauty of this. You can break it up. It makes a difference. Welcome. It makes a difference. So even short bouts can make a difference in improving your mood state. But we release pleasure chemicals when we exercise, especially if we like what we're doing. So find something that you enjoy. Not only do we release these pleasure chemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine or adrenaline, epinephrine, we also release endorphins. We release a whole host of other chemicals, pleasure chemicals, hormones. What else am I missing? Serotonin. We talked a lot about serotonin last week. All of these impact your mood. They impact your energy. They impact your ability to think clearly and focus and thrive in your life. So we improve all of these and we release all of these beautiful pleasure chemicals in the brain. But not only that, but we also increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And I've mentioned that before as well, because diet is really important in this too. But brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, it's like miracle grow for your brain cells. And we want to have a robust brain. We want to have growth and connection between the brain cells. So not only does it facilitate us to grow new brain cells, that neurogenesis, but it also allows the brain cells to connect. And just like people, we need to have good connection and communication. BDNF helps that process. It's also involved in our mood state, and there's associations between lower BDNF and depression. So what does exercise do? It increases this neurotrophic factor. It increases this growth factor, BDNF. So when we exercise, particularly if we exercise regularly, we get, again, increase in pleasure chemicals that make us feel better, but we also increase that miracle growth for our brain cells that is also associated not only with reducing depression, but also with the improvement in helping with antidepressants if people are on those. It's linked to kind of the timeline for antidepressants to work is about the same time frame for us to start increasing BDNF. And we see improvements in food choices. It has some impact on our food choices. It's also so impactful, not only because it increases our mood state and it can improve our sleep patterns. All of these things are going to impact our business, because when we have a good mood, and I've said this a million times, when we have a good mood, we're more likely to connect with people. When we have energy, when we reduce stress, we're more likely to be able to connect with people in a more productive way. We have less irritability. We have so many of these positive things, but we also see that it changes the brain, a lot of areas of the brain, and I'm not going to go in detail with this, but it changes a lot of areas in the brain that are involved in self-efficacy, in self-regulation, and in productivity, and improving cognitive abilities. And we need all of that if we're going to thrive in our business. We see that exercise stimulates the growth of neurons, particularly in area like the hippocampus that is involved in learning and memory. So if you're learning a new skill, if you're just getting into real estate as an investor or a realtor or any new task, you want to grow cells in this area. And also it affects down the line, it affects with our cognitive function, it affects things like dementia as we age. And I mentioned this in the last video last week, but it's so powerful how it changes the brain. So if you're not exercising, you don't have to kill yourself. As I mentioned, even small amounts of exercise throughout the day, try to think of those 10-minute bouts that can improve mood. And if with anxiety, exercise about, even those 30-minute duration activities, about 20-30 minutes after exercise, anxiety is reduced. So it's powerful. It's very powerful. And we see with productivity, again, you don't have to kill yourself. Just shoot for moderate amounts of exercise and do that most days a week, about 30 minutes. You can break it up. And if you think about, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted this morning. Talking about stress, I'm just going to tell you why I'm distracted. So, and one of the reasons that I love talking about exercise is because I know I'm going to go for a walk or a hike right after this talk, because I know it's going to help reduce my stress. So my husband and I are PMLs. My husband has a background in finance. He's a financial controller. So that's kind of his deal. He does more of that. I do all the comps. I look at the properties and I assess from different perspectives, but he's the money guy. So we've done business with this one lady quite a few times, but on a much smaller scale. We went up to a much larger scale, and we have money out in a lot of other investments, and some of them are a lot longer term. Well, this was supposed to be a 2-week turnaround. And it's about almost 4 months late, and it was a large amount for us. So the amount of stress and that we are experiencing, or I should say I'm experiencing, I know my husband is too, but he's got a much thicker skin for this than I do because he's been in this profession for so long in finance. But it's definitely taken its toll. I'm going to be totally brutally honest. It has really taken a toll. So I know that all of these lifestyle factors that I talk about with nutrition, I've got my little green tea here. No Diet Cokes, no sodas, no things that are going to be inflammatory or hurtful. I ate blueberries. I'm eating things that are going to help my brain, help my mood. I'm going to go for walks. I'm going to do a lot of prayer and contemplation and praying for her, praying for this person that keeps ghosting us and lying to us, and we know she's lying. She says she sends a wire, but she doesn't. It's just, it's tough. So, but I know without a doubt that what I do will make a difference. So practicing gratitude, praying for her. When we pray for those that hurt us, getting out and going for a walk, going for a hike, getting in nature, listening to birds, all of those things make a difference. And I would bet, I would say 100%, almost 100% guarantee that if I get out and I exercise today, nothing heavy, just something light, it will make a difference. So anyway, I know that was kind of a rambling live today, but I just want you to know that these things can truly, truly transform your life, and they can help you get through the struggles and the difficult things that hit us. So with that being said, thank you guys. And I'm so happy to be in this group, and I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm so grateful because this was like a little therapy session for me. So thank you. Go out and get your exercise. And one more thing, just try to get your breathing rate up a little bit if you can. So it feels somewhat hard. You don't have to be able to be out of breath and not be able to have a conversation, but you also don't want to be able to just sing fluently. You want to have, you can talk, but you want to be able to have have a little bit of higher breathing so that you're getting your heart rate up, you're getting your breathing rate up a little bit. And that's enough. Honestly, that is enough. Research shows that helps with mood, helps with productivity, helps with BDNF, all of those good things. So anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to talking to you guys later.